first time I would do Kenya no. And when me face the Anamidura national team oh 18 years. Me kwenu so it mean ya made that the Ghana. After no me come to be be think India. Come on games the medal in Ghana. If you want the time we training to Freelance. The improvement by the Grand Prix Yamiado. It's me ya there, Emma Ghana de course. You make me a catching penny and say more no mutual competition. Na yen kwala no say dey na yen improve. This year so there if you have say na we are sure say we go training to be. Start training to on there. You pay personal best. And the personal or Africans they go improve your best. If you ever go training to track training to the yeah personal best. You between they qualify for Olympics. Nti ene de ya dia hye ya adwum ti me make me aka na sempeni fo no omo koso na omo yo movement na yeso be be do modin no akoso Ghana man so embo mpaye efanta yesu ye de modi be koso amman yeah ni say this year na Olympics year and this year we have a lot of competitions over this year so the catch your mind Ghana say the dani den yo modi mpaye but I china bibia koso my omo fa mpaye point achi na this year dey benya neme be class yeah for that share then
e be mamunya nyema bebre then na moye defender e fancy Jamaicans no omunya na Americans no omunya ye hope say omunya medals amay.
Okay, right now I have camps for so many months and I go so in break you go so you also I go so here for camp here for training to anya it's me there ni say my family the more na you go training to na you long camp na e be my yetina e better time I a lot of competition catching am no nyam say this year here kwa compete me dem
in international competitions and that is a good very clearly contested beautiful and serious.
At the African Championship, I promised them I'll give them a medal. Because I can remember last year, the All Africa Games, I was 5th in the final. I didn't rank the curve well. But this time, I think I'm correcting some mistakes, so I made it. Just started the season. So, as you are saying that, the championship is around June. So we continue training, do a lot of trials. I think we'll be going to US, I think early next month. So we have a lot of competitions there. So to help us to better our talents.
Determination. We determined to do it. What you want, aim for. So I'm determined to start well. Let's prepare well. Like this as a career in this country. The next 5 years, let's end fast. That's my main motivation. I intend to be that place.
Alright, now in the next couple of months, major tournament is the Olympics, and before that we have the African Championships. And what are you doing to meet the challenge you'll be having from the continent and then the global challenge?
Since I've been running with those African guys for a long time, and I think this is the time that I have to show that I'm up here and I can do it in 100 meters and 200 meters. Though now I'm physically building myself in the 100 meters, I have to prepare for the 100 meters thoroughly. So all that I'm focusing is running this time in 100 meters to face them in the coming Africa Championship, which is in Benin. So that I can psych myself and face them strongly.
Performances last year, we've had a core of them in camp since the middle of January, and so this was, I mean, the fact that we had a competition coming on was a fine opportunity to put them into the competition, to see where they were after 2.5 months of training, and it's been very encouraging. I mean, 2 days ago they had to make this long trip from Accra on the bus to Tamale, and then the very next day, which was yesterday, they were competing. You yourself can tell how dry the weather is, and a lot of them aren't used to it, and there's also the fact that they've had some small challenges with food and whatnot. it's been very encouraging. I think it's too early to say what this means in terms of the Olympic Games, but as far as I'm concerned, it tells me that they're along the way in terms of their preparation. We've seen some really exceptional performances in the men's long jump, in the men's javelin, right now in the women's 200. I'm dying to see the men's 200 right now. Gaisa and Vida Anim have already shown us what they've got this year. They both made it to the World Indoor Championships. Tim Abeye also made it to the World Indoor Championships. He wasn't very lucky there, but they made it there. We've got a couple of other athletes who qualified for the World Indoor Championships but couldn't go because of their school competitions. One of them was Fling's Uzwa Japong in the women's 60 meters. And then a new kid called Selassie Lumas, who's in his final year in Southeast Connecticut State University. This is the first time he's come to our attention, but he ran 1:47 in the 800 meters. And so this year we finally have somebody in the 800 meters who will contend with the Kenyans and whatnot. So I think right now it's too early to talk about the Olympics, but I think the preparation is on the right track. I think that we've already got 3 people qualified for the Olympics. That's Ignatius Gaisa, Vida Anim, and Margaret Simpson. I know there are a few others who will qualify in their individual events. But right now, what's really looking healthy for Ghana are the relays. We've got at least 8 young men who can represent us in the 4x100, about 8 young women who will vie for places in the 4x100 meter women. And then it looks as if for the first time in a long time we're getting competitive teams in the 4x400. So it's looking good for Ghana. If not at the Olympics this year and the Commonwealth Games 2 years from now. I'm really looking forward to the African Championships in June, at the end of June this year. I'm really looking forward to that. That's for me my big target as athletics president.